nationality. Yeah, your nationality though, not like I'm from out there, you know what I mean? I mean, your family though, you don't know? Okay, you should find that out. I think everybody who is in here should do a little bit of a study on where you're from, all right? Somebody in here, you Latina? Where you from? Dominican Republic. You know about DR? You know about DR? Not really? Not at all? Never been there? You been there? But you don't know anything about it? Well, you know something about it because you've been there. At least you know where it is, right? Okay, so that's something. See, people such as myself, I don't know where I'm from. You follow what I'm saying? Because my history is a little bit different. So at some point, when we go back, there's a disconnect. And when we look at the disconnect, that same disconnect, this tragic event that took place a long time ago, impacted stuff that's happening now. Can y'all understand that? All right. Y'all are like, all right. Well, in terms of the game, over here we got somebody who is the king, right? The king's job is to what? Rule, right? Okay, so the king, in order to rule, he has something that people don't normally have, right? Normally he has money, right? And he has, I don't know the symbol for power, we're just gonna make a start. He got power, all right? So he got money and power. And the king's job as ruler is trying to keep that money and the power, right? Make sense? And if another kingdom or another king tries to come and take that money or the power, what happens? They go to war, okay? So what has happened here really is that there's a primary king, all right? Now this king is not just one person or anything, it's actually a group. But in order for the group to benefit, every king, and if you have a kingdom, you're in the palace, you're on the throne, you got your queen, you got mad gold. What does every king need to have in order to be king, or to be successful, or be rich, or be powerful?
Respect.
No.
Honor.
No.
Subject.
Bam! Subjects. So underneath the king, there's all these different people, right? These are the subjects. Without the subjects, the king is a king of nothing, right? So in order for the king to remain in power, keep his money, get his money, and keep it, and keep his power, he has to have subjects. So in this scenario, guess who's the subjects? We are. Okay? So is that a ghost? Okay. So we are the subjects, right? Now, we're really not the subjects, but for the case of this experiment, because we really, something else comes into play. It's called free will. You know about free will, free choice? We're going to get into that later. But as of now, we are the subjects. Now, in order for the subjects to be useful to the king, right? What do the subjects have to be? What position in life do the subjects have in relation to the king?
An education.
Excuse me?
An education.
An education, that could be part of it. Below. Below. They gotta be below the king, right? In not just education, but in money, in all sorts of things. So let's say the king here, he has a whole bunch of money. He has enough money to make sure that everybody, he could split his money up and everybody could live in an equally nice palace as nice as his. But in order for him to be the king, to keep his money and his power, everybody here is going to live in huts, and his palace just gets bigger. You follow what I mean? And in order to make that work, right, if I want money, what's the best way for me to get money from you? Taxes, okay, like that, but let's think a little bit more creatively. Well, you know, I gotta, well, actually, you know what, no, we'll roll with taxes. Taxes, where did taxes come from? People, I mean, but where did the concept of taxes come from? Did the people think of it, or did the king think of it? The king thought of it. So what happened is that the king convinced people to give him money. Wouldn't that be nice? If I could just come in here and be like, and then all of a sudden y'all all reach in your pockets and give me your money? Just because of something slick I said? That's called gaming you. So when I say I'll put you on the game, I'm going to show y'all how the king has to keep you below him in order to keep his money and his power. Y'all follow me? Okay.
Hierarchy.
in a hierarchy.
That's basically what it is.
But we're not talking about government. We're talking about real life. I'm a transitionist, okay? I'm a transitionist. The king is in business, all right? The king has a couple different businesses. The king has a couple different businesses. One of his businesses, let's say, what are some of y'all's favorite things to do? What do y'all like to do? Just hands.
Play basketball.
Play basketball, okay. So we're gonna say, we're gonna say sports. Okay, we're gonna say sports. He's into sports. What's some of the other things y'all like? But eat. He's definitely into food. You like to dance? And when you dance to the music in your head, or what do you do? Real music? Okay, I was worried for a minute. He's into music too, right? Now, what else do y'all like? Waiting for the ladies, somebody say it.
Shopping.
Huh?
Shopping.
Shopping, clothes. All right. Oh. All right. Thought I was down south for okay. So, now with these things right here, I'm gonna show you. We're gonna stop right there. We could make a long list, but I'm gonna just show you a couple things. The king, in order for you to be below him, needed you to respect him. You know, he really kind of creates a wizard effect where his power is really only implied. He really has no power except the power that you give him because you fell for the con. The con has to come in many ways. He's into the sports business, so he creates athletic figures that you respect. Correct? Go ahead. Excuse me? No, not so much the Olympics. I'm talking about beyond like the whole realm of sports. Because whatever sport you like, there's a hero of that sport. If you like basketball, we got Michael Jordan for you. If you like football, we got Michael Vick. If you like bicycling, we got Lance Armstrong, whatever his name is, right? Okay, so all of these different categories, you know what I mean? If you assisted, we got Venus and Serena. Because it is important for you to have a hero, right? A hero that is basically also under my command. Right? So here you get your heroes here, you get your heroes here, this one, that one, this one, that one. But all you people here, you look up to these heroes. Right? And then when you see those heroes, oh, I gotta put another one up here, I'm sorry, I said there was gonna be no more what they got to do. Jewelry. Okay, so now these heroes created from the sports industry, right? They're up here and the subjects look up to them. They respect them. And how do they begin? Oh, man, I gotta throw another one on there. TV, sorry. Last one, no. TV, film, I'm sorry. All right, so TV, film. So now these people, how do you begin to respect them and think that, you know, why do people think Allen Iverson is cool or Michael Jordan is cool? I can guarantee you, Michael Jordan, when he was coming up, every woman in the world didn't want to be with him. He began to become extra handsome and extra interesting looking when he got on TV. So they used another thing that they own to endorse their heroes. Just the same way in Roman times, the gladiator, they would exalt the gladiator, so you look up to the gladiator. So now you have here the people who are in TV and film endorse these sports idols. The same thing happens with music. Who y'all like in music?
Lil Wayne, T.I.
Lil Wayne, T.I. Who else?
T-Pain.
T-Pain. Okay, so now over here, you have more, what you call it, heroes, right? And see, now what's interesting about what you said even, is that every one of those people that you mentioned is a hip-hop person, right? There was no reggae, there was no jazz, there was no soul music, there was no folk music, none of that. Y'all immediately, music, so your whole world of music is this, and this. That's another thing of me narrowing down your choices. We're gonna get into this later. We're gonna get into that later. Let's deal with it. It's there. All right? Music. Also the food. All the food you eat, right? All the food you eat, you have a implied trust in the government. Do y'all trust the government?
No.
No, you don't trust. Do y'all eat food?
Yes.
You trust the government. Who controls the food? The king. So if the king wanted everybody in the nation to go to sleep, all he got to do is grind up some sleeping pills and put it in the lettuce. Right? Right? Because y'all would eat it. You don't even know what's in the food. Y'all take chemistry classes, right? Y'all got I saw all the little things back there. So y'all don't take chemistry classes. But you know what chemistry is, right? Okay, so if you read the back of anything except for water, right, you don't know what's in it. All right? And it doesn't matter that they tell you, sodium, you don't know what that is. You don't know how to make it. You couldn't analyze that compound. So even when they tell you all the things on the back, you are trusting them that it is what they say it is, right? Yeah. Okay. So they also control the food. And they use, once again, TV and the heroes of sports and music to endorse another product that they have, which is food. So TV film, all back here, right? Because now they've created these heroes. See, Allen Iverson, he likes Big Macs, right? What's the T-Pain? He likes the Whopper, right? So now they've created these heroes in your mind from sports and music and used it to all loop back around. Okay, boom. Clothes. The clothes and the jewelry is probably the easiest thing. Because once again, just like the food, these sports and these music figures, these created heroes who are under the king, promote to you the clothes and the jewelry that they want you to have. You understand what I mean? When I was a kid, and how old do y'all think I am, by the way, just by looking at it?
26.
26? Who said 30? Thank you both. I'm actually 36. But when I was a kid, people used to rock like silver. You know the dookie ropes and everything like that, right? Back in the day, it was all silver and stuff like that. The silver rope chains, and then all of a sudden, boom, it was gold, right? And then now it's like no more gold. Now it's platinum. Now it's diamonds. What's next? See? And then who assigns the value to these things? What makes diamonds any different than any other rock that comes from the earth? Because someone assigned value to it because he's making money off of it. So all of a sudden, this is the new standard of currency. This green pebble that probably fell out this aquarium. This is the new standard of currency. This is worth $1 million. When you're the king, you can say it. And then everybody all of a sudden want them green pebbles. Why is gold better than silver? Why is platinum? You understand what I mean? Have y'all did your birthdays and stuff like that? You know, your birthstone and all that, right? Why is amethyst not popular? Why is garnet not popular? What makes these things, and they also imply rarity in it to make you want it. Okay? They increase the value by saying, well, there's not that much of it. But yet, people have been buying these things, diamonds and gold, forever. Right? There's no shortage, but they play it like that, just like the gas prices now. Okay, so they use all of these things to do what they want to do. Now, TV and film is like the mouthpiece of the king. TV and film and music, the media, are like the mouthpiece of the king. This is what gets you thinking what's cool, what's not, who's cool, who's not, and then based on what you think is cool or who you think is cool is what you're going to do, and what you're going to eat, and what you're going to buy, and what you're going to wear, and what you're going to think. You follow what I'm saying? All right. If I can focus your vision to a certain point, right, I can now control you, basically. Now we're getting into mind control. How many people in here think that they have their own free will? How many of y'all think that you can do what you want? You have your own free will, you got your own mind, your own brain, you can think yourself, right? Now watch this. Well, everybody here kind of, you know, that y'all got the shoe thing going on. But let's say y'all was dressing the way you want to dress. I'm gonna just take the brothers first. Brothers. What kind of shoes you wear?
Me?
Yeah, sneakers.
Forces.
Air Forces?
Yeah.
Okay. Adidas? Air Forces? Brother? Nikes? Nikes? Jordans? Okay. I'm going to tell you that from Boston all the way to Compton, California, all the way up to Detroit or Chicago, that could be wrong, down to Florida and Atlanta, over here to Texas, no matter where you are in the country, young black and Latino men are going to have one of a couple things on their feet. They're going to have Adidas, they're going to have Nikes, maybe some essays going to have some Converses on, right? Maybe some cats might rock some Reeboks, old school throwback, some Puma, or or the good old classic Tim's. Now, first of all, we don't own none of these companies, so let's start there. We don't own any of these companies, but every black and Latino young male from Boston to Compton, up and down America, diagonally in any direction, and I can even take that on to Canada, Europe, and the percentage is still going to be high. So I say that somebody has programmed you to already pick your choices. You follow what I'm saying? If I tell you, I have a piece of paper here, right, and I draw five things, right? And I say, yo, pick one of these. Pick one. Pick the middle one. Okay, he picked the middle one. But now check it out. He thinks that that's his choice. Well, see, I only gave him 5 options. So I really set the choices. What if he wanted number 6? It ain't on the list. What do I do? Right? So they provide you with the choices that they want you to have according to what they want you to have. And what they want you to have is nothing. Because then you wouldn't be subjects. You follow what I'm saying? All right. Now, I hope I'm not going too fast. Y'all look like a bright bunch. I know I talk fast, but we all from around the way. You know about 50 Cent. You know Cameron. Matter of fact, let's name some of these people. 50 Cent, right? Let's name some rappers. Dipset, Snoop, right? Snoop, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z. Okay, let's just stop there. Let's stop there. Okay, now I talked to the fellas, now I'm gonna talk to the sisters. Sisters, you like all these dudes, right?
No.
No, you don't? Y'all just named them? No, I don't mean like, I mean like rhyming, you know what I mean? You like, oh, okay, you know. Okay, so all these people are good rappers, right? Come on, help me. Okay, they all paid at least, right? They all got money, more money than I got, right? But young ladies, what do these people tell you about yourself? What position do you have in their world? Unless you're their daughter or their little cousin, you skeezer, you know, back it up, drop it. Am I lying? Am I lying? Y'all watch BET and MTV, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever see powerful women who are fully clothed?
No.
Do you ever see powerful women who are running anything besides their mouths? Okay, so in other words, they have already limited your choices because if you are a female, right, and then we got the males over here, if you are a female, they have already limited your options just like they did with sneakers by only providing you with 5 choices, not your own choices. They've already limited you so that when you grow up, you can't be a nurse, an astronaut, a dentist. You can't be none of that in their world. In their world, they got you down a path that's heading you to, T-Pain says, I'm in love with a what? Stripper. Okay? So that's the path they got headed for you. And if not that, then by the time you're 19, you should have what? A baby. Okay? Right. See, now you thinking outside the box. But I'm talking about what they want for you. And I'm going to show you how they set you up onto this path so that really you're going to have to put some